It's that time of the year to just enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, enjoy your loved ones, play games, watch movies, watch all the best Christmas movies like Die Hard. And similar to Die Hard is also a particular point in time where we talk about one of the greatest Christmas games of all time. That isn't exactly a Christmas game, similar to how one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time is Die Hard, even though it's not exactly a Christmas movie. And of course, I'm talking about a game that obviously I was always going to talk about in Batman Arkham Origins. Men, I'm the culture. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Senzu. We're back at it again. We are back with another video. Do make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share if you can. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas if you support that. Special video today talking about Arkham Origins, talking about what I feel with Arkham Origins, especially it being 10 plus years since that game came out. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let's hop straight into the video. Now, Arkham Origins, when it first came out, was made by Warner Bros. Montreal, which isn't the A team from Rocksteady. So you obviously know Rocksteady were the original creators of the Arkham series with Arkham Origin, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight. Obviously, one of the greatest trilogies of all time we've ever seen. Now, we're not going to talk about the travesty that is the Suicide Squad, which I think is going to be locking down very soon, maybe I think next year or so, which the game came out this year and already is actually going to be locked down, it's going to be shut down. But anyways, that's beside the point. So we're going to talk about another game which a lot of people don't discuss and a lot of people don't actually give it the recognition it deserves in the same light as the other Arkham games, which is Arkham Origin. Now, honestly speaking, I do get why Arkham Origins has gotten, for lack of a better word, not the same energy that the other games have gotten. For one, it's not from the same studios, from Warner Bros. Montreal, who also made Gotham Knights. And despite the flaws Gotham Knights had, it still had its moments of, storytelling. I never finished the game because the game just got too boring for me, fam. I won't even lie to you. But besides that, I think with Arkham Origins, this was probably, out of all the Batman Arkham games that came out in the trilogy, and especially when it comes to Batman as a character and Batman as my top 3 favorite superheroes of all time. I mean, it's between him, Spider-Man, and Superman, which, besides the point. I hope you guys actually watched the Superman trailer as well, because that was also incredible. But yeah, going back to the video and going back to the topic of what it's talking about, Batman is known to be one of the greatest detectives of all time in comic book history or Marvel or DC history. Arkham Origins is probably the most detective-driven Arkham game in the series, especially with the missions that I give, especially with the missions you get, especially with just how everything is detailed, everything's in place. You hear Bruce's thoughts when he's talking about going through a particular crime scene and what you have not. And the reason why, it's probably the reason why I really enjoyed this game as much as I did. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. I never actually played, no, I did play Arkham Origins when it first came out, but I always felt this isn't Arkham Asylum, this isn't Arkham City, so it's not a good enough Arkham game. But going back to it, especially earlier this year when I was thinking about going back into just replaying all the Arkham games, especially after seeing the travesty of Suicide Squad, this game showed a lot of potential. And I mean, hey, this is like a 10 plus, I think this game's like what, 20, I think this game came out in 2013, so it's like a 10-year-old, 10 plus, it's over 10 years old. So clearly playing it on like a very good rig obviously makes a lot of benefits. You see all the physics, you see all the effects. You don't really get to see that much smoke effects in games nowadays. Anyways, that's besides the point. Now the game takes place on Christmas, and I think Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, which is why I call this game probably one of the greatest Christmas games of all time, because it only takes place on Christmas, but it is an actually great game. And it takes place with Batman in year 1. So this is Bruce after being Batman for year 1 and going through the intricacies of, understanding what it is to become the Batman, understanding all the details of it being, who am I meant to be as a Batman? Am I meant to be a vigilante? Am I meant to be a savior? Am I meant to be judge, jury, and executioner like the Punisher? What exactly am I meant to be? And so we're able to, so clearly you can see that even in the gameplay, even in the story elements, we can tell that Bruce is still very early on in his becoming a Batman. This is, like I said, just his first year. So it's not the same Bruce we get to experience in Batman Arkham Origin, Batman Arkham Knights, Asylum, and City. This is a more, not rough around the edges per se, but maybe someone who isn't as experienced as he is in the later games, in the earlier games. And obviously the main character, the main antagonist of the game isn't exactly Joker, as of yet, because whoever's in the Joker becomes the main, Batman, Joker, Yin Yang, that all sorts of thing, right? And so with this game, I think everyone should go play this game because this game is incredible. I mean, especially now, if you have a good enough PC, especially if you have like a RTX 3070 or upper, you're able to play this game at its fullest potential. You're able to understand what the game truly meant back then. Even though this wasn't from the same people who made the Arkham games with Rocksteady, I think Warner Bros. Montreal, as of then, knew the plot about making a great detective game. Probably one of the reasons why it's called Arkham Origins, because now it's like Batman Year One. Let's explore more of his detective skills. Let's explore more of what it takes for him to be the greatest detective in Gotham, what it takes for him to be the greatest detective in the DC universe. Phenomenal game, outstanding game. The only reason why I call this game the greatest Christmas game of all time, like I said, similar to the greatest Christmas movie of all time in Die Hard, and that's the only right answer. Maybe I would like guys if you guys say Home Alone or Home Alone 2. But I think this game deserves its flowers. I think this game deserves its flowers more than a lot of people are not giving it the credit it deserves. And this isn't like looking at it from like a nostalgic point of view, because I never really finished the game back then. But just now, I just think this is a very well done game, very well made game. And yeah, it's a game going back into the past, figuring out how games used to be. How games actually used to be. So what do you guys think of the video? Make sure you put in the comment section down below what you think of the video. Have you guys played Batman Arkham Origins? Have you guys played all the Batman Arkham games? Out of all the Batman Arkham games, what's your top, you know, in order? We're not considering Arkham Shadows because that's just a VR game. But even though it's a great VR game, it's not going to be part of it. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope to hear from you soon. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas, wonderful holiday. Enjoy yourself, have a good time. And then, hey, later on in the next video in the next year, we're going to talk about all the greatest things about 2024 in the calendar year cycle, and just looking at all the greatest games I played, all the things I enjoyed. Hopefully you guys can also put in the comment section all the things you enjoyed as well. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope to hear from you soon.